I'm CD. I'm here as always. Or in the past, my co-host Chaerb. Say hello.
Hello, CD.
Okay, and we've got our special guest that does some streaming, and she's also the moderator that deletes your stupid post at Destiny Reddit, LucentBeam.
That's actually in her entire job. She's the one person who's responsible for just deleting stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, Only if you're passionate, you really love it, you've got a strong opinion. That's slightly different than the other 7 posts on the homepage. She's the one who takes care of that.
Yep, she's deleting your stupid remarks.
Just need a little more effort. Or remove for low effort.
It's all low effort to LucentBeam.
Deleting some more of those women guns that people keep posting.
Oh no, we're not starting this by talking about
Anyways,
sexy ribbon or sexy last word.
That's right. We're not here for that, everybody. We're here today because we're going to be killing your gaming babies. That is a game that I've seen done at many places, but I've seen it mostly done at Easy Allies. If you don't know those people, please check them out on YouTube or they're streaming on Twitch. They also have a Patreon. But basically what happens is we have a bunch of gaming franchises, and we're basically going to kill them off one by one until there's one left. When we kill one off, basically that franchise no longer exists, and everything they're connected with does not exist. So say we kill off a game like Mario. Mario Kart's gone, Mario Tennis, Super Mario Party, all of it's gone. Erased from a memory, from history of all time. So that's what happens. We all get one shield. We can block somebody from killing one of the game series for one round, but if they're very spiteful, they can kill the next round. But we finally will get down to one. When we have one, that will be our Hall of Fame game, and we'll all celebrate and play that one game series forever because that'll be the only one that exists ever again. So there's the whole story, guys. Are you two ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right, now before we get started, I'm going to read out the list. Anybody that's just listening, it's a mouthful, so I'm going to go through it though. And these are in alphabetical order, which makes it easier for me. And if you're watching, if I'm not lazy, I'll put all these up and I'll actually cross them out when they're eliminated. So make it easier. I don't know if I'll do it. We'll see. All right. So we have Call of Duty, Castlevania, the Chrono series, Civ, Dark Souls, Dead Space, Destiny, Diablo, Dragon Quest, Dynasty Warriors, The Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, Forza, GTA, God of War, Gran Turismo, Halo, Kirby, Last of Us, Left 4 Dead, Madden, the Mana series, or Mana series, whatever, Mario, Mega Man, Metal Gear Solid, Metroid, Minecraft, Persona, Pokemon, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, Rock Band, Silent Hill, SimCity, Sonic, StarCraft, Street Fighter, Super Smash Bros., Tetris, Uncharted, Warcraft, and Zelda. Whew. So there's the list, everybody. Hopefully they're appearing on your screen right now. And Chaerb won the guessing game to start, so he gets to kill the first game series. And he'll have to tell us why.
Yes, I get to get started. So, I'm going to kill Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
Corey's gonna think about that. So, one is I think there's only 2 fighting games on here, so I'm just going to be efficient and I can get rid of half of an entire genre off this list. I can also get rid of a lot of a mess because in the rules you said, like, if we got rid of Mario, we got rid of everything he's at. Guess where every character is at?
I was thinking that too. Like the Smash Brothers roster is going to get smaller and smaller. It's going to be like Ness fighting himself.
Basically,
yeah, I'm just going to take care of that whole paradox problem right now.
Fine.
Getting rid of Smash Brothers. I'm not a fighting game guy, so that's not going to be a big surprise. Plus, I like things clean. We get the list down by 1. We don't have to worry about those messy rules violations that we already had built in. We're clean, Corey. We're clean.
Fine, whatever. I don't want it around either. It's your turn, Lucent.
I'm gonna say goodbye to the Chrono series. Chrono Trigger is the only game worthwhile in that, and so we can't really call just one game a series. Like, sure, people like Chrono Cross, no, they don't. And Chrono Trigger, while it has a beautiful soundtrack and lots of interesting different endings, etc. It's just really one game. Everything else there really is irrelevant. So.
Oh my gosh!
Bye.
What you're saying is you just hate the best game that was ever made for the Super Nintendo?
Basically, I'm saying it doesn't even count as a series, and you can't just live off of one standalone game. If we're not playing any other game for the rest of our lives, at some point you're going to run out of, the endings. It still is finite, even though there are many, and it does have very beautiful music, but they're stored in my head, so I'm just letting it go.
I like the litmus test that you could store it in your head. And therefore it's with us forever. It's kind of beautiful.
Nope, you can't. Now it's gone. It's gone forever. What was that game? What was that series? It just
none.
I don't even know what you're even talking about anymore. Wow.
Luckily, we can't put any of those characters into a fighting game either.
Okay, so you know what? I get to kill something off, and there are some low-hanging fruit. But you know what? There's one game on this series that's on this list that I hate more than anything. I'm gonna kill Last of Us. I hate it so much.
I think you put it on the list just so that you could say how much you hate it.
Yes, I hate like Naughty Dog after the second Uncharted because I think they're so clever and witty writing people.
You were so mad at it, you deleted the wrong game.
Oh,
no,
you
did. You got the right. No, you got the right one.
That's right. Also, the stealth in it sucked. I thought the story was stupid. I thought the ending was stupid.
The story was supposed to be wonderful. It's not.
It's on the level of a Naughty Dog video game. Naughty Dog. People think they're masterpieces, make masterpieces. I do not. Like I said, I think they're kind of like pretentious, and they think they're like very clever writing everybody. So everybody's got to have like quick zingers to one another. Also, the easiest emotion to manipulate is sadness, and they come out guns blazing at the start. Like, let's kill a kid and see if anybody gets sad. And that's what they do to try to hook you in. Like, no, whatever. That's stupid. Also, your AI is dumb, and she just runs into enemies, and nobody notices her, especially during stealth parts. And I think the part where there's a giraffe in it is stupid. Everybody's like, oh my god, that's so amazing when you walk up and you see the two giraffes and you can pet them. That is stupid. I just like walked by it. I didn't care.
A petting zoo.
It's like, I don't care. You know what would have been cool? If if they had actually been zombie giraffes and they're like just slinging their heads around in circles and you had to fight that.
I like it's in zombie giraffes. I think the only way we could have made Last of Us more perfect for CD is if they would have found a way to put Tom Holland in as an actor.
Don't even get me. If there's a Spider-Man game on here, I'd kill it off just because of that. Just because Tom Holland's associated with it.
This is actually a cathartic moment for CD just to be able to say all this stuff out loud into a microphone.
That's right. All right, Chaerb, go ahead and kill off something you want.
All right, I think of this, that still very long list. Let's go with Silent Hill.
Aww.
You have a shield if you want to use it.
Don't want to use it for that, but I'm just surprised that one has to go so soon.
I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty much dead already.
But it has a great history.
It does.
I've never played it, and I don't care about it, but that's Pyramid and whatever.
Oh, I don't know what the game was. So I'm killing it because, again, it's kind of going back to my muse for this session, LucentBeam. It's a jump scare horror game. Like you lose that after your first playthrough. Like after that, you're not really.
Oh, it's not that much jump scare compared to Resident Evil and other games.
I can't wait for you to kill Resident Evil next then, Corey.
I didn't say I was killing Resident Evil.
So it's.
Uh-oh, you cut out.
Aren't they going to make those anymore?
I lost your reason because you cut out, but you said they're not going to make those anymore, so we're going to stick by that.
We have to say goodbye to Forza because everyone pronounces it wrong and just driving cars. Everyone says Forza. If no one can even say your game right, I mean, no one cares about it really. I'm pretty sure. I think I might have a Forza Xbox. or not. I don't really know. My Xbox One makes the sound of a car when it turns on. It's really weird, and I think it might be from Forza. And if we delete it, my Xbox won't make that noise anymore. Maybe. So there you go.
That's a very specific and awesome reason to get rid of it. I also like the idea that your Xbox might not actually be a Forza version, and it just is really broken. And you've lived with it for years at at any point it could burn down your house.
It makes a car sound when it turns, like it goes.
Did you know the Taco Bell version makes the Taco Bell bell sound when you turn it on?
Is there even? I'm believing you.
No, I'm serious. Like you can win ones from Taco Bell, and they make the Taco bell sound.
I want that then. Yes, I approve. I'll take it. I'll take it over the. No way. I'm looking it up right now, and I'm finding out if you're a liar.
I'm not a liar. I am a little sad that you killed Forza. I like the Horizon series. I don't care for the Forza Autosports, but I like the Horizon.
Not anymore. You don't.
No, it's gone. I also liked Forza Horizon. I played a good amount of the original Forzas as well, but I don't know what games. I think it's CD's turn.
All right. I'm killing Final Fantasy.
Jeez.
I just don't care for him.
No.
I don't care for.
Beam is going to use her shield, I think.
You want to?
No, I mean, I don't really play them either, but I like their music. Again, I like their music, like the Celtic Moon soundtrack of I think it was Final Fantasy IV.
You know what the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played is? The rhythm game on the 3DS where it actually has all the music in it.
Oh my gosh, that one's wonderful, and you're gonna kill it. What about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, where you have to carry around a little chalice, and someone has to be the chalice bitch, and you have to stand in it?
I hope that was the in-game tooltip when you hovered over that character. It just said chalice bitch. Like maybe
no, I mean like, did you not play that game on GameCube? You had to play with Game Boy Advances.
Yeah, that was the problem.
One person had to hold the little cup. You had to hold the cup, and you had to stand in like the aura of the cup. If you were playing by yourself, a little Moogle carried it around. But if you're playing with friends, like literally someone had to carry like a little aura around, and that is like your whole job. And you can put it down on the ground sometimes. So it's like, carry the chalice. Come on, servant. Except it was a friend. There's a real person. Oh, goodbye, though.
Nope, I didn't play that. I played Final Fantasy VII when it came out, and then I lost the 4th disc, and I never finished it, or something like that. And that's my experience. I don't care for the series. Let's be honest. I don't care for many RPGs,
but the music is timeless.
Well, so was Chrono series. You said,
and in your head, which we established was good enough until it was dead.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's just indifference. So go ahead, Chaerb.
All right. I'm getting rid of Dynasty Warriors. You can stop this, LucentBeam, exactly once.
I know that Dynasty Warriors is a trash series. It's just like a guilty pleasure. But I think it's so great. You just press X and Y millions and millions of times for no reason. And it's the same story every time. Oh,
They even made a
Goodbye. Like as LucentBeam was saying, it is not a lot to that game, and they've made a lot of them.
Oh, I know. Even though they made a Zelda one, and there was nothing to it either.
I was so excited for Hyrule Warriors, and then I got it. I think I played it like twice, and I was like, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting for like 15-20 minutes of kind of being like, oh, look at I am doing a lot of just general mob slaughter and having fun, and then you're like, it just kind of just keeps doing that, doesn't it? That's just kind of what it is, but it's got a Link in it and a Zelda's.
It's kind of like after you play for 5 minutes, you're like, oh my god, there's like 10 more hours of this.
There's a lot of it. That's what we can guarantee. That's the Dynasty Warriors guarantee. There sure is a lot of it.
This was on the back of the box.
that was the pull quote that they used from the reviewer. It's like IGN hyphen. There sure is a lot of this.
Too much water.
Yeah.
Poor Dynasty Warriors. Sadly, I think the best Dynasty Warriors games are actually the 99 Nights games, which aren't Dynasty Warriors, but they do everything the Dynasty Warriors does, but kind of better. Like, oh well. Aw, I felt like that was a personal attack. I have all the Dynasty Warriors, like little minifigures up on my shelf. And now they just don't have any cool trinkets anymore. Thanks a lot.
Go throw those all away. They don't exist.
Remember,
this doesn't matter.
all these things are dead except for one.
Aw.
All right, LucentBeam. Now it's time to pick one of my secret ones out here you don't know about.
I don't know. I don't know what I can do to hurt you back, but I'll try.
That's what this is about.
Okay, so I think we just need to say goodbye to Red Dead Redemption. I think there's only 2 or there's 3. It's just I don't know,
3.
like some cowboys, whatever. No one played the third one. Or they did.
What?
I don't know.
You're
Probably 5 or 6 people played it. Anyways, there's cowboys. I think at one point there was like something where there were no anything in the levels, and then there was a controversy about it, or not. I might not even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I swear there's something. Look it up. Red Dead Redemption, like stuff wasn't spawning. Red Dead Redemption,
There was
stuff not spawning.
there
and
was-
then it was just like emptiness.
There was one spot in the game where there was a road that didn't spawn stuff, and every time you went down it, you caught on fire, and your horse and you would die.
This says the animals weren't spawning or something. Like there's no animals.
So one, I share LucentBeam's absolute apathy for Red Dead Redemption.
Ugh, I hate you both.
And
You like it? Are you saying that?
no. I have no. I
No,
do not.
CD
Oh,
thinks
Corey.
it's great.
Yeah, CD really likes it. But I mean, its best contribution was the latest game allowed animals to explode so fantastically. Not like into bits and pieces, but like an explosion would happen and they would fly about 10 miles into the air. And that might be its most significant contribution to gaming culture.
What I did when the first Red Dead Redemption came out, the Red Dead Redemption, not the Red Dead Revolver, the one that was on the PS3, when you could play online, me and my friend Jory would have horse jousting. And what we found out, though, instead of actually just doing jousting anymore, we just take our gun out, and you wouldn't try to shoot the person off. You just shoot the horse in the head, and then the horse would die, and sling the person off. And then you kill the person, you kill the horse, and the person doesn't have a horse come after you anymore. So, it all worked out. Also, I was playing the sequel with my friend, and basically I was hog tying him and throwing him off cliffs.
Horse tatting.
Ooh, that must be a South thing.
No, but here's the problem. Me and Joey played the new one, and we never accomplished anything online because he would kill somebody, and then have the police after us. He's like, "I need a horse." I'm like, "Call your horse." He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "That button on my controller doesn't work." He's like, "The controller doesn't work," because he messed up his Xbox controller. So he just kills somebody for a horse every time.
Those are nice memories, but they're in the past now.
They are. It is now your turn, CD.
Street Fighter.
Really?
Sounds good.
Like I know it's influential, and I know it's a big deal. But out of all the fighting games that I've ever played, I just don't care for Street Fighter. I would rather play Soul Calibur, which is not on this list.
Oh. I am one with the wind. Does that not mean anything? Okay, I like Soul Calibur. I can't keep. Never mind. Let me look.
No, that was good.
No, I like playing Kalik.
Street Fighter. My first little username on the Teeny Bopper website called KiwiBox was CammyQT10 because I thought Cammy was cute.
Now that name means nothing to anybody.
Nope. Hi.
People just think your name's Cammy now. Weird.
Oh.
Or just QT10, which sounds super illegal.
Oh. I was not 10 years old.
That's good.
All right, Chaerb, kill off something.
All right, let's get rid of Madden.
I'm actually surprised it lasted that long.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't have. And
It's so unmemorable that it just we didn't even look at it.
its death is hastened by one because I was about to kill our friend Street Fighter. So CD helped me out, helped me get the Madden a little bit quicker. I'm killing it out of spite. I bought it and played it with CD, and I it's the last time I was so angry at a game I like threw my controller. I was like, I'm done with this whole game, this whole franchise. I probably should have killed it first, but
You
get some
should
of those
be-
other classic series out before we get we made yet another game 2010.
You should be more
I
like
think the last one I played was like on Sega Genesis, so
you should be more like Jory.
clearly
He's
didn't matter to me.
Jory hasn't won a game in 4 years, but that doesn't stop him from playing, leading the league, and he's led the league in interceptions every year with like 50 or 60. But you know what?
Not in getting them, but by throwing them.
Yes, he's throwing them.
Does he know how football works?
Yes, he's just not very good at it. But he keeps playing. So
There we go. All right, Lucent.
Oh, Dead
I mean,
Space.
oh no.
Okay, I have a couple of compelling reasons.
No.
I don't
no,
like the sound
I don't
effects.
I don't like your reasons already. I don't need to hear your reasons.
The sound effects make squelching noises. I don't like it. It's like gross. If you are around it, you have to hear like when stuff is dying. And they thought they were being so cute and meta, right? Am I making this up? Because the names of the levels spelled out like a plot reveal or something.
Yeah, it's like his
Yeah.
wife is dead.
Yeah, so like, isn't that cute? But once you know what's happening, then it's like, oh well, it's like only really cute that one time. And I don't know, I don't like the sounds. It's too squelchy.
It's like really you're gonna kill like everything that seems like you are like killing things off based off music. You killed Chrono, you're like, but Chrono had good music, but it's
I
dead.
killed that off. No, I killed that one off because it only had one relevant game that anyone really had an attachment to.
I'm
so
just
you
wait,
can't
hold
keep
on,
it
sorry.
alive.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what that is we're talking about right now. That doesn't
Oh,
something
okay,
yeah.
me neither. But Dead Space doesn't. I mean, what did it do? You shot in space. It was dark.
You
maybe
had to
there was
dismember
weapons.
things. You had to dismember
Well, that's
things.
gross. I don't like gross things.
I
so-
played through that game on the permadeath mode, on the hardest difficulty where you couldn't save and you couldn't die or you went back to the beginning. On all 3 of them.
Wow.
I did it co-op with my friend Adam on the 3rd one, and he didn't get in the elevator in time, and he died and ended our run, and like it cut us off immediately, and the last thing he heard me say was just say fuck. And then it cut us off.
So,
And
like,
now I'm rescuing your friendship, your friends again, because that never happened.
We are still friends. We started over, and we beat it again on the second try.
What CD didn't say is he ends most of his gaming sessions just by saying that.
Basically. I won't lie, though, the 3rd one turned into elevator of the game. So...
That was its biggest selling point.
So it's
Polygon hyphen. It's a game about elevators.
Basically. Alright, so it's my turn to kill someone off, right?
Yeah.
How has this lasted this long? Call of Duty.
Yes. I think that we were just excited to get rid of things people knew. It was like we were a 24-year-old white guy on Twitter, just excited to kill off things people liked.
I've been bamboozled into buying that game by my multiple friends multiple times, and I've never played it. Ever.
I have no interest in it. I tried to play one time. So my entire Call of Duty experience is this. I played one story mission and you went on an elevator. Not an elevator. You made me think elevators. An airplane? You went on an airplane and you just killed people. And I'm like I don't like realistic violence. It really bothered me. And it was like, I'm just killing humans and we're on an airplane, but like, I don't get why. And then I was like, I'm done here. And that was it for me. Never went back. I didn't even make it through the level. I just was like, no, can't kill the real peoples.
I'd rather play Tom Splitters.
Yes!
I played that online on PS2, and people would cheat and be monkeys. And I'd say they're cheating, but they're being cheap because monkeys were shorter and harder to hit.
was like playing as a job in GoldenEye 60.
Basically. And it was annoying. All right. Chaerb.
All right, what's up next? I think. Sure. Let's get rid of the other horror game, Resident Evil.
Fine.
But I like the passion for that stuff has died down significantly now that the list is readable on one screen. Similar to the other game, which doesn't even exist anymore. I'm not sure where that would be after kind of multiple replays. On top of the fact that I've played them, they're okay.
Resident Evil 7 was amazing.
Franchise is good though. I mean, the movies that came from it, those are like you can watch them once. Probably.
You could absolutely, and you could play the games once, and that's it.
Resident Evil
Leon
7
Kennedy is hot though.
Resident
Is that
Evil.
his name? He's in one of them on GameCube. Is that his name?
Who?
Leon something.
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. The remake for 2 just came out with him in it.
Oh,
Like
I
this
didn't pay
past year.
attention, so-
year.
Okay, well,
And-
didn't pay attention.
And it's deliciously gone.
Resident Evil 7 was so
That's
good
sad.
though. I'm
You
sad.
could have shielded. You could have shielded.
No, you would have killed it anyways.
Now you're sitting here like there's all these other games on here. I would have killed it right away. I would have let you think about it for a while. LucentBeam, what are you going for?
Oh boy. Well, Fort's already went away. Gran Turismo. Just driving a car. I can drive a car in real life. Isn't Gran Turismo the one where menus? Like that was the selling point? Am I making this up? PS3. They're like the menus are HD. What happened?
I think that their selling point was that everything was HD. Like
No,
look
very
at that
very
raid.
specifically HD menu. E3 2006.
I just remember
I'm
people
feeling
getting.
very confident.
I just people getting mad that like there's like, maybe like I don't remember, like 50 premium cars that were like really HD and had like interiors. Then the rest were like up-res models from like the PlayStation 3. Like that was in it. Like, they didn't actually make all the cars new. I remember they
Gran
complained.
Turismo HD concept PS3 gameplay menu and more.
Yes. I like that. Like the Lucent took what could have been homework and just got it done.
That was something for the listeners to do, but whatever.
No. She's looking out for the listeners and readers. That's why she deletes all those posts on Destiny Reddit.
Well, okay, again, it's if you're gonna make a claim, you have to have some effort, and so my effort was one small phrase Google to make sure that they really did brag about the menu being HD and no one caring. It happened, but no one wants to drive the cart. Like vroom vroom, just you have one in your driveway. You're probably good here.
I had Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 3. I did one big loop-de-loop track over and over so I could buy a Dodge Viper, and then I played the rest of the game and just hit straightaways as fast as I could and just ran to a wall and then would slowly turn and then hit the next straightaway as fast as I could, and that's how I beat the game.
Congratulations.
I didn't have much fun.
Oh no, that was just. I'm sorry, I had to look this up and do my little research. This was the highest selling video game franchise under the PlayStation brand, but now it's not.
Nope.
So.
Now it's Last of Us.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
realize
nope.
that many people liked it. I'm sorry for anyone who liked it, but you were wrong.
Well, you already killed Forza off, and people love Forza too, so it's not like you...
Like 8 people have that.
It was a game with gold. A lot of people have it now.
Now, well, that's more people. 8 people played that, while only 5 played Red Dead Redemption series. So,
Yeah. See?
all right.
What do you think, CD?
Halo.
Aw.
I have a few memories from like when I was in high school where I went over to a friend's house and we did a LAN party. And like, it was funny is because we had 2 TVs and they had like a window that goes to their garage. So half the people had to sit out in the garage in the cold while the other half sat inside, which was on my side. So we got the warm inside, and other people were sitting out in the freezing cold all night playing Halo, playing Capture the Flag. That's my only memories with it. I got Halo 5 on Xbox One. Tried to play co-op with it, and I was like, I'm bored after like 2 missions, so stop.
Halo 5 had major issues. Like, there's been a lot of major issues. Okay, I'm coming from Halo from a like campaign only. I never, until Destiny, never played any like competitive any kind of game online. In fact, in Halo Reach, I queued up for my first like competitive of any type match, and I got so nervous that I started to black out and then just slid off my couch and backed out because I got so nervous about playing against other people. So anyways, my love for Halo comes from just the campaign, etc. But Halo 5, I tried to play with other people, but we tried to play it online, right? Because there's no couch co-op, I think, at all anymore. And after every single mission, the game crashed to a black screen, and then we all had to restart the game. This is what's happening. You're ruining my memory. You're ruining my joy of Halo. So had Halo 5 not existed, actually Halo 4 was kind of stupid too. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. So if those games didn't exist and we just stopped with Halo Reach and called it a day, I maybe would have shielded it, but Halo 4 had like little pillow-looking robot dogs, and that's just mean. You don't just kill little...
I shoot dogs in all games.
Yeah, I like the...
Halo 5 had problems, so I accept, even though I do feel sad for the other one.
I like my interpretation that the Halo peaked when it was just called Marathon.
Oh.
But no, I enjoyed the first probably 3 Halos quite a bit, but I totally agree with kind of what has happened recently. Has not been for the best.
It's gone now, forever.
It's gone. It's dead.
Dead. All right, Chaerb.
No, I'm not gonna shield it, but that
it got you close, didn't you? You almost shielded it.
Ugh, that hurt me.
All right, Chaerb.
All right. Let's get rid of Kirby next.
I actually was about to do that.
Okay, here's the problem with me is I like even stuff that I don't really like, and I mean I do like Kirby, but I just like I'm gonna feel sad about everything. What's wrong with Kirby? He's a Bonnie. He sucks.
No. He's like, I have very fond memories, especially from when I was younger, of playing Kirby on the Nintendo and the Game Boy. And kind of what it is, but like that is not the type of game I'm looking to have as my last game standing to play repeatedly on reverse.
Consider just playing for the rest of your life the one on DS, which I don't even remember its name. Do you remember Kirby Scramble? No one cares that one.
I don't like. I remember what was it?
The one you had to draw a line.
Canvas Curse.
Canvas Curse.
Now you could play that for the rest of your life, and it'd be so fun.
I would like to just have Lucent in every week for her to give her interpretations of the titles, because I love Kirby Scribble Scrabble a lot, like a whole lot, and then for her to react sad to things Corey says just for reasons.
I liked the 2 3DS ones. I enjoyed the ones on the NES. Like I liked the claw machine on the NES. I don't know if you guys remember that, where you had a mini game where you'd like try to pick out Kirby's. Yep. I enjoyed playing that. But it's like you said, if I have to have one of these games left for the rest of my life and none of these others exist, I don't want to play Kirby for the rest of my life. if like,
well, don't worry, you don't have to.
The canvas curse one where you just like draw lines for him. I can just go outside and draw lines in the dirt or something. I can draw lines on a piece of paper.
The last thing we're gonna hear as it fades off into the distance is just Kirby Scribble Scramble.
An Epic Yarn was awful, and
no. It's actually Kirby's Epic Yawn, because that's what people said to make fun of it, and I just always thought, oh, that's sad.
All right, Lucent.
Oh man. Okay, let's see things on here that we could just all live without. Well, probably no one needs to play Persona ever again. They're really long. Weren't you not allowed to stream one of them for spoilers? And
the most recent one, I'm pretty sure.
And they don't want people to experience it. I don't know. I'm just so indifferent about it. It's famous. Congrats. There's like people in it.
I don't even.
Maybe they kill themselves. Or
I don't care either.
Magically.
I just don't.
They kill themselves with magic. I didn't pay attention.
Again, I'm just in love with the description of it. It was a game with people.
They're like in high school, maybe there's high school people. One of them has black hair and is a boy, or not, and it's probably just there. I have no attachment to it. Is there like a penguin wearing a magic, like a wizard suit? I don't know. Whatever. It's gone. No one cares.
It's gone. It's dead.
Here's my experience with Persona. I bought Persona 5 for $10, and then I sold it for $20.
So what am I thinking of? That there's like a.
I know what you're talking about, but like I don't have enough information on the Persona series. I know there's a guy named Joker in it. It's not the Joker you're thinking about. It's the Joker that's in Smash Brothers, or not that game. That game doesn't exist. But there's a guy named Joker.
Well, I'm looking up the Persona characters, and I don't think I'm right. But that's okay, because nobody look. It's so irrelevant to our generation, or some deep thought here. Just insert it in, whatever your deep thought is, and no one cares about it. It's gone now.
The thing is, it has been around a long time because the Shinmi Kimetani. I can't say the name.
Megami Tensei.
That's it. It's connected to Persona.
Oh, hold on. Maybe that's where there's. It's like he has a name. I don't know. It's like a little guy. Looks like a wizard penguin.
Yeah, Pengar the wizard, who is now also dead.
All right. While she's looking that up, I'm gonna read out what's left because we killed basically half, and we're getting down to the harder kind of games, which there are a couple here that I'm surprised are still around. To be quite honest.
So just a refresher for what to kill.
So this is what we got left, everybody. We have Castlevania, Civ, Dark Souls, Destiny, Diablo, Dragon Quest, Elder Scrolls, GTA, God of War, Left 4 Dead, the Mana series, Mario, Mega Man, Metal Gear Solid, Metroid, Minecraft, Pokemon, Rock Band, SimCity, Sonic, StarCraft, Tetris, Uncharted, Warcraft, and Zelda. And it is my turn to kill. Does anybody here like Civ? I'm killing Civ.
No, I don't.
I won't use my shield on it, but I love Civ to pieces.
I honestly did not know you liked the Civ that much.
I love Civ to pieces. I played a boatload of, not the most recent one, but like 4, 5. Like played a fair bit of it. But yeah, if that's not your game, I am.
Like I don't know why
you guys are ready to get rid of it.
I wrote that in. Like that was one of the games that I wrote in, and I don't know why it even popped into my head to write it in when I was doing it. Like, because I just like, what games are there? I was like, oh, there's SimCity. And I was like, oh, Civ.
That's a little peek behind the curtains, everybody, to the amount of effort and work that went into preparing.
It's a great deal of effort. I don't know. I've never played it, and my perception, it's a hot take, is that people who like that game probably don't like things because they're boring.
I like you too, Lisa.
Sorry.
All right, go ahead, Chaerb.
All right, I'm a little surprised this is lasting because it's I don't know if it's not my wheelhouse. I don't know if it's in CDs, maybe it's in Lucent's, but I'm getting rid of Uncharted.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little bit of. I'm surprised it lasted a little bit this long. Probably had a little bit of blinder since it's the bottom of the list, which is now easily viewable due to the shortened size of it all. But I think that it's its story's okay. Like I had fun with like maybe the first one when that concept and that generation was a little bit new, and kind of interesting, but it hasn't really felt all that engaging for a while, at least personally.
Well, like the first one was mediocre. I feel like it peaked at the second one.
Yeah.
And then 3 started getting into their whole like, oh, we're very witty at what our writing, so let's make everything some clever quip to each other.
And then they brought in Tom Holland.
This is what I remember between Uncharted 3 and 4. I beat 3, I beat 2, and I beat 1. I did not beat 4. But the first one thing that I always thought was stupid is how like it's all realistic, sort of like from the beginning. I mean, there's stupid stuff happening. Like I know they made their set pieces first, and they built the game around it. They said that, but like falling out of an airplane and like climbing up on it and making a parachute and landing on it. Okay, that's not realistic. But then you get to the part where it's like, oh, and now there's some kind of fantastical element. These mythical human creatures are now in this tomb. Gotta kill them. Or now this guy got some kind of the ultimate thing of life. Now gotta kill him. Like, it just got stupid at the end. But then 3, what I remember, is the start of the game, and I'm walking around as child Nathan Drake for like ever. And I'm like, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. Then Uncharted 4 did the next thing. It's like, now I'm walking around as child Nathan again in an orphanage. Because my brother left me. This is stupid. Like I got like a little bit further, and then I was like, I don't want to play this. This is not fun.
And so what you're now saying is that it's Lucent's turn.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess Dragon Quest, because
Aww.
it exists. Oh, sorry. I mean, you can show it. Or you can listen to my perfectly valid reasons. It's fine. It's very famous and has a long history, but I don't care about it.
And its music was trash.
What? You know what? I honestly haven't. I have to be honest. I haven't really heard music from Dragon Quest. Although I do have. Well, actually, I think I maybe just put it in a little bag to give away. I do have a Dragon Quest shirt, very bizarrely, from like some weird event that Nintendo put on. I don't really know. It was like it had Nintendogs and it had something with DS, and there was some like I don't even know, someone who sang a song, like some pop star guy, and one of the booths was Dragon Quest something I don't know. And so I've had this shirt. It's a little pink shirt that says "cute but evil." And it's the little slime. And
it's
that's
the slime.
cute.
It's the slime.
Yeah, it's really cute. So now that I'm talking about it, maybe I need to go pull that out of the bag, take a picture of it, so everyone can see this shirt from I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
if you
game
do that,
could have come out.
If you
what
did
game
that,
could have come out?
I mean,
4?
There's a lot of Dragon Quest games that have been released on like the handhelds for Nintendo.
Yeah, they did like a series where they kind of re-released like I think 3, 4, 5, 6, and they I think pretty recently did like was it maybe a remaster of 8 or a release on Switch for 8?
I think this was Dragon Quest 8 on 3DS because it says it was released November 27th, 2004, but not until the year after here. And I went with my roommates to this thing where I like convinced every single person like from college, like my roommates and like the people I lived with before, to all get DSs. And so somehow I also convinced them like, let's go to this thing. I don't even know what it was. Some weird event, like some outside weird event in the middle of Indiana, because that's where I went to school. Anyways, I got this t-shirt. That's the only real attachment I have to Dragon Quest, and I was gonna donate the shirt, like, to Goodwill anyway, so clearly don't care whatsoever.
I played halfway through one of them on the 3DS, and then I bought the newest, or the port for the Elusive Age, whatever, Dragon Quest thrown out now for the Switch, and I haven't unwrapped it. So, I mean...
Your life won't change, even 1%.
It won't.
Aw, especially now that it's gone forever.
Alright, so I get to kill something.
He's in the
killing. There's some, no offense, there's some real trash left on this list that shouldn't have made this one. I just kind of feel bad for some things that... some more iconic things that made it much less far.
Rock Band's gotta go. I don't want to play this.
Aww. What was that noise?
Those are anguished cries.
No,
Rock Band is like the rhythm. First of all, it's the only rhythm game on there, and it's only on there because I mentioned it. Okay, and it's got a little bit of everything. Okay, and it's infinite play.
Oh,
it's
If was
good
something you
stuff.
could
oh, I bet I know. I bet I know what your answer is to this. It's got a great soundtrack.
Honestly, it does, because there's a lot of like music that maybe I wouldn't have paid attention to, but because it's tracked in a fun way, on like one instrument or another, or even turns out to be fun to sing. Like sometimes I'll be like listening to the generic radio of whatever kind. I'll be like, I only know this song because of Rock Band. Oh, look at that.
I had one friend that would only play that and Guitar Hero, and I'd have to come over and we'd have to play it, and I just didn't want to play it. This is awful. I don't want to play this.
You know what? I don't think it's a fun party game until you could change the track speed. So when people would come over and be like, "Oh, let's play Rock Band," in my heart I'd be like, oh, "Please don't! You're trash at it." And if you put it on easy, then you're gonna slow down the tracks for everyone, and it's gonna make everything impossible. So like, if you're bad, can you just not play with me? But then they changed it. Then they did change it, so your track, even if one person was playing on easy, like your track wasn't going as slow as theirs.
Only thing I wanted to do was be the person that sings, so I could just make it sound horrible for everybody in the room. Just sing so out of key that everybody just be like, I don't want to play this anymore.
I just like that we've already found LucentBeam's quote for 2020, which is just like, "You're trash. I don't want to play with you."
Well, in a nice way. I mean, I want to have a good time too, and you being terrible at something is not fun for me.
No, it's just excellent.
That was also in my. Well, I can't say this 100%, but at least it was one of the very first things where you could pay to have something 3D printed, like a very long time ago. I'm talking this got to be like, well, it came out in 2008, I want to say. So maybe it was like 2009, late 2009, maybe early 2010 is when Rock Band 2 came out. I could be totally wrong, so someone will have to look that up. I can while I'm talking. And you could order your little character person and get it 3D printed. It was super expensive, and it looked like 3D printing was bad then, and it was like sandy and rough and jagged, and I always regretted not getting it.
Remember when you could like...
Oh, actually, no, I'm on by a year. This is 2008 that it came out. Oh, Rock Band 1 was 2007. This was 2008, so we're talking like at least like 1 year ago. And it was very cool. So when you kill that off, not only do you kill off the only rhythm game on the list, and an iconic one at that, and one where you could play the drums and you could sing with friends.
CD's a bad person. That's what we've all established.
You know what? I don't care about 3D printing, because you know what I could do? I could went with my Game Boy and printed off pictures with it.
Oh, you could. I think my older sister does have a poster of her own Rock Band characters somewhere. I don't know if she still has it up, but I thought that was really cool that she did that.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell her to cry.
More memories are gone.
That was the only rhythm game.
Well, I couldn't think of any others. It's like Guitar Hero, and that's just kind of derivative.
Well, as we move on to the next one, I'll just take one last moment before it's gone forever to pour one out for Candy, the number 4 breakfast, the greatest brand in the entire world according to Rock Band 4. Billions of fans, greatest, never failed because I turned on no fail mode. Just the best. Candy for breakfast. We'll miss you. Time to kill some more memories. Let's get rid of Warcraft.
Okay.
So does that include everything that has the word Warcraft in its name?
Yes.
Basically.
Yep. World of
even
Warcraft.
If you have like a book of like cross stitching about war, that is also gone. Like just Warcrafts in general.
If you have purlers of the characters.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously World of Warcraft is like one of the most gigantic games to have ever been created. I actually really like playing the kind of like Warcraft 3 and Frozen. Was it Frozen Throne? In those games, but like that is like the giant MMO has a lot of replayability, but is not interesting compared to a lot of the other stuff that's left, kind of on this list. So goodbye Warcraft.
Yeah, like I never got into Warcraft, the World of Warcraft. Like I missed the boat when it first came out because I wasn't really into computer stuff, or I wasn't knowledgeable about it then. Like my computer could run Diablo 1, but like I couldn't benchmark anything based on that. I just thought like, oh, computer works on it. I've got this. But I mean, I did play the RTS Warcrafts though. That's what got me into like those before I played StarCraft, which I think is superior in every way to it.
All right, Lucent.
Oh man. Well, there are too many crafts on there. So what about no more Minecraft? It's only one game. It's not right, or is it? I don't know.
They have Minecraft story mode, the Telltale game. You can basically not fail that game too. You can just like not press any buttons and the game will keep going. There's hardly any fail states in that game.
Here's the thing. A lot of people who enjoy Minecraft enjoy it because it's like creative and you can use your imagination. Well, you can do that without using Minecraft and just go play.
I'm just reminded from Rick and Morty, because Rick says, "Do autistic people like playing this?" He's like, "Because I'm starting to love it."
Kids really like. I mean, maybe an adult likes it too. I haven't met them.
Okay, I like Minecraft.
Okay, my question for you is: isn't it just like you go have your little adventure? Like, well, just go walk in the woods or something, I guess.
I don't want to go. Okay, I don't want to go walk in the woods behind my house because, like,
then like
because of the coyotes, or just people?
There are coyotes around here. There are coyotes around where I live, and in Minecraft, I can like make wolves my pets, or like I can go mine for diamonds. I can't go do that. I'm not going outside with a shovel and be like, I hope I find some diamonds today or some gold.
Are you afraid?
I mean, I can go start digging right now and see if I find anything.
Just go for it, like, and make a coyote your friend.
I mean, I enjoy
your new CD.
I wasn't making it to the end. Okay, it wasn't.
Minecraft is kind of like I enjoy it in spurts. Like I build a bunch, and then I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And then I quit, and then I come back later to a new world and be like, I'm gonna build a while. And then I get to that same point, like, God, what am I doing with my life again?
And I do think like when people post pictures of like crazy things that they built in Minecraft, like I think it's super impressive. I think it's super cute, and you can just use Legos in real life and impress me the same way. So moving on.
Well, I'm gonna send you pictures of Legos. I'm gonna go get some Legos tomorrow.
All right, CD.
There's
no more crafting games left on here. I think we're done with crafts.
There is one more craft.
Is there? Oh, there is one more craft. Corey,
nah, just don't notice that.
He liked it.
One more craft.
Elder
CD could just totally get rid of it.
Elder Scrolls can go away.
Really?
Just didn't get the appeal of it. Like I just can't get into like I know like skyrocketed with Skyrim, which I have on my PC. Didn't play it. I did the first part where you're like about to get your head chopped off, and you just escape, and I quit in that part of the game. I'm like, I don't like this. And I played more Elder Scrolls Online than that. And I'm like, this game's not fun. I'm like, this is just not fun to play. Why am I still playing this?
I think Elder Scrolls is just iconic. Even though I haven't played it, I think I appreciate someone who's played it. But to me, if you kill Elder Scrolls, you take away people don't want to be sword. And that is just...
Also took away, and I took an arrow, but then I took an arrow to the knee, which is good.
You're also taking away the fact that there's a mod for Skyrim that replaces all the dragons with Thomas the Tank Engine trains, and they come in and they just do their little toots and then blow fire on you.
Well, they've done that with Breath of the Wild too, where like made Link Thomas the Tank Engine, just driving around. Out in the
I
wild,
know,
like they've modded that to Hell and High Water or whatever, Hell and Back. I just,
gone now, though.
it's like Western RPGs. Like I like Fallout, like, and I know people are like, oh, new Fallouts aren't very good, but I like Fallout 3 and I like Fallout 4. But I didn't get into Elder Scrolls. I just don't get into fantasy that much, I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Fallout didn't get on here from your list.
That's because I'm saving games for the next list.
Ah,
You didn't tell us to save games. You're letting us murder our beloveds.
Well, you both only you both only gave like 5.
I gave like 6 or 7.
Well, for the next,
I was saving some for the next one.
well, for the next list, think of some more for the next list, so I can I'll kill off Jack and Daxter.
I'm gonna think of all of CD's favorites and add them.
All right, Chaerb, go ahead and kill your next.
All right, let's get rid of Left 4 Dead. No, like it's I mean it's a fun game. It's 2 games, and I've had some fun playing kind of the campaign and playing through the multiplayer of it. But as I'm looking through the other options here, like it's just not kind of at the level of the replayability I would look for.
I
don't know, a lot of these other games.
Endlessly replayable.
I think
Left 4 Dead 2 is like brutal. You could spend your whole life trying to get those do it without dying achievements.
I do think Left 4 Dead has more replayability than some of these games, like Sonic.
You could have shielded it. You could have saved it.
I don't want to save it. Like I don't care that much. But like I mean, it was a fun game. Like it was one of the like first PC games I really truly played. Like that was a first person shooter. I guess you'd say. Like I didn't actually play like GoldenEye or those games back on the NES. I mean not NES, N64. Like Left 4 Dead was probably like my first shooter. I would say.
You didn't even have to shoot. You could, use all kinds of clever little.
I like beating the shit out of things with sticks. Like that's why I like Dying Light, because Dying Light you can just beat everything to death with like baseball bats.
I think the established response to that is, why don't you go play in the woods?
We'll just go get. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go say. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. But yeah, just go for it. All right, Lucent, what do you? The list is down. What is next for you?
I mean, kill all the crafts, So I'm okay with losing StarCraft.
Oh.
I haven't really played it, but I want to.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
I hate you.
Trying to keep this.
I hate you. I hate you. Yes, I do.
No.
Like that's some of my best childhood memories from like when I was like 9 or something, when I stayed at my cousin's house. He's like, I gotta show you this game.
You had childish things. Now you're an
no.
adult. StarCraft dead.
No, it's still on my computer right now. Both of them.
I can safely say that one time I think I watched a competition tournament of it, and I thought it was very interesting, and then I was done.
I made maps on that. That was like I was making maps for people to play.
You can make maps out of pen and paper.
What you guys can't see is the amount of time it's taking him to not delete StarCraft from the list.
Oh yeah, are you trying to shield that?
No.
No, not. Okay, that's easy. All right.
But that was like one of like I remember seeing it, playing it so much at my cousin's house one weekend. I was like, "Mom, here's all my money. Go to Best Buy and buy the StarCraft battle chest."
Is it similar to Command and Conquer? Is it more like?
It is like a Command and Conquer game, but it's more complex, I would say.
It's just better.
It's just better. I hate you. You know what I'm killing?
You have her list. Are you going to take her?
You know what's for spite? I'm killing Sonic.
Why?
You killed something I loved, and I killed something you loved.
I didn't do it out out of spite. I just did it because,
Well, I did it out of spite.
Sonic.
Sonic hasn't been good since the
Sonic.
Genesis.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I'm okay with I'm good with just Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D to some extent.
No,
Weird,
not 3D.
and Sonic Racing. Yes, Sonic 3D is very strange. It was weird. I'm still all about it. And Sonic Racing had basically some of the best music lyrically in all of video games.
Sonic music is awful. It's
Okay,
like
have you honestly ever listened to the Sonic Racing?
you know what? It's Sonic music is like hair bands.
because everyone in the game has hair.
No, it just sounds like hairband music. And here's the thing, I bought a Dreamcast when it launched, and I didn't buy a Sonic Adventure. I didn't even want it then.
Oh, okay. So I never got to have a Dreamcast, but what we would do is we would go change my dad's computer background to like a very bad MS Paint mashup of stuff that was like Sonic Adventure Dreamcast that said like please buy this, and then when we would like go on the computer again, it would just be changed off of it. There was like no discussion, like we were not getting that. Okay, hold on. I have pulled this up for you, and I just want you to ask yourself: are you really going to delete a game series? It says something like this: so many people all around, so many feelings to be found. Living in a city where no one lets you down. Living in the city, you know you have to survive. Because apparently if you live in the country, you're confused as if you should die or not. Come on, this is very good.
You know what's better? You know what's better than that? I gotta be the very best, like no one ever was.
That is amazing. That's actually... Don't get me started, because we're not even talking about that series right now.
But no, like... here's a cool antidote. You know, Dreamcast came out in like '99 because they released it 9/9/99. And then I went to college, you know, like a few years later, and like my senior year of college, I didn't bring my Dreamcast there, and like they had high-speed internet, and I found out that you could just burn Dreamcast games to regular CDs, and I just burnt like the whole library of Dreamcast games. And like me and my friends played them all. Like we played Typing of the Dead and like Space Channel 5 and all those games.
You deleted Sonic. You don't even know if I'm shielding it. Sonic is very special.
Are you shielding it?
I might be because okay, so when I was little, I maybe thought that I could probably get married to Sonic. Because I really like the Sonic comics, and I definitely wrote in and thought they were going to publish my letter. The Sonic comics, Sonic music was really good. Sonic 3 music is tremendous. Also, the music in Sonic 2. Okay, I really like video game music. Obviously, it's a theme. And the sound.
Do you like Sonic Mania?
You know what? I think I played like halfway through it and then I got distracted. But, okay, the sound of Sonic whatever, the bubble when you're underground, you know that sound?
When he's drowning? When he's drowning?
Yes. And then he breathes in the little air bubble and goes, oh.
I will say though,
the best sound in the universe.
I will say when he's drowning and the music speeds up, that is really tense. But I don't care. Like when I was a kid, I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I had a Genesis, and I played Sonic, and that was the game I had. Like I had that. I had a ton of like. I played Dick Tracy more than I played Sonic, though. To be honest.
Oh, no.
You know what's cool about Dick Tracy? Dick Tracy, you got to hang out on the side of a car and shoot mobsters as you drove down the road.
Are you gonna shield it, or are you gonna go and eat?
He'll just come after it again. Oh, Sonic, I love you. Okay, goodbye.
You're gonna let it die?
She's gonna go off. She's gonna have the saddest chili dog.
Oh, I
and-
do believe that I always dreamed about having a chili dog, and I never had one until like I think I was like 25. And the first time I had it, it was in the cafeteria of the school I worked at, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm eating a chili dog! It's like amazing!" And they're like, "Why are you so excited?" I'm like, "Well, Sonic the Hedgehog."
That's like the
likes it.
that's like the opposite reaction I had. Like I kept seeing Wiener Schnitzel, and I got like online, and I'm like, man, I wish I could try that. And then I went out to California to visit my friend, and he's like, it's awful. I'm like, I gotta try it. So we went, and it was like the chili was like gravy, and I'm like, this is awful. He's like, I told you. I'm like, but I'm gonna eat it because I said I was going to get this.
All right. Well, rest in peace, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Gun Sonic. We hardly knew you.
Oh, hold on. Just in case anyone wants Nightmare Fuel before Sonic's gone forever, if you want to look up Christian Sonic the Hedgehog fan art, you're welcome. Though, so we're all better people. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a hard pass because I think that might actually be a gateway to some sort of fan service.
You're gonna get into something bad on DeviantArt.
Yeah. I am very wary of what that may yield in my search results.
Well, you can't even search it anymore. It's gone.
It's gone.
Imagine how much of the internet is gone now.
It's a lot, it turns out. And more to come.
All right, Chaerb.
All right, let's get rid of Grand Theft Auto.
Really?
I know.
Why?
I know.
Why?
No, like I had a lot of fun with it. I think I finished to completion the campaign of exactly 0 of them.
In other words, endless replayability because you're not done with any of them.
Yeah, you're not done with it, but at a certain point, I did get maybe lightly tired of killing grandmothers in cars, and other such murder escapades. I mean, looking through the list, there's still a lot of murder to be had.
That's iconic murder. I have to admit, as I've already said, I don't like violence, like at all. I would never play a Grand Theft Auto, probably ever. Nope, it's probably gross. I think it's probably gross violence. But I have respect for the series, for someone who does want to kill grandmas. Things like that.
I played all through 3, San Andreas, and 5. 5, I was actually invested in the story, which is odd, but I enjoyed it. 3 was the first PlayStation 2 game I got, and I just ran over everybody.
Yeah, I remember like I played the first couple, which were like just kind of top down, controversy games, and then Grand Theft Auto 3 came out on PlayStation 2, and there's a little bit of fervor at that time because I think it had been like banned in Australia, which now everything is banned in Australia. But it was like, is it going to be banned here next? And it was like, I need to buy this game. It might get banned, and it was like the last one left at Target. And I played it. It was like, oh wow, this is interesting in terms of like, I don't know what there was for kind of like you get dropped into a world, and if you choose to, you could just go and you could race cars if you wanted to. You could, just shoot random people. Like it was just very.
Those were like extreme opposite ends of the game.
It was.
You can race or just kill people.
And everything in between.
What was fun was turning on like all civilians have weapons, and it could range from like handguns to rocket launchers, and then you could turn them all on to fight everybody. So you just be running down the street on like Grand Theft Auto 3, and everybody's just shooting rockets and bullets everywhere. It's like you're not gonna live, but it was fun.
Well, it was a little bit like what was the game that came out that was trying to almost be that. It was like in that same mode. Gosh, I can't remember. I would say it was
State of Emergency.
Yeah, State of Emergency.
That game was awful.
It was really bad. It was really bad. But I mean, that was like the premise. It was like it's Grand Theft Auto, but even more bad.
In a mall. It was like you were like in a mall or something like
the
whole time. It was terrible.
Not the best, but goodbye. It's dead. Time for Lucent to kill one of the babies that are left.
Okay, well, Sim City, although I had some great times playing, like, I think, probably like the very, 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 very early ones. Like, what is it on like Windows 3.1? I don't know. How far away. I don't know.
In the before time.
Other than that, and Sim, I think I played Sim Tower, but like immediately always was bored of it. Like I just want to cheat in that game. I want to have all the money. Or maybe make the nuclear reactor kill everyone. I don't know. I just nah. Oh, I'm sure people do amazing things, but I also think it's boring. So
I actually, even though the last one was bad, I played a lot of it, and like it broke, right. So I had like 3 adjacent cities, and one was a really poor city. Like I made it really poor, and there was not enough police, and like the game was just constantly sirens in that city of the police going, and like that's all that played was sirens. And then they invaded the rich city next door that was the university, and all the poor people were coming there and robbing all the rich people and going back to the poor city.
So it's Robin Hood.
It was not quite Robin Hood. I don't think there was a single merry man.
Like it was.
I don't know. You can't hear the little Sims in that game talking, so you don't know.
Oh, you could click on them, I think, and get like a little bit of a status for like this is
I didn't realize I would be
John Smith
Sims too, right?
The Sims.
Weird. Like, there's some weird stuff that happens in Sims. Like, can't you like put someone in a pool and then delete the ladder and then they drown? Like,
yeah, you can mod it to have guns too, so you can just kill off people you don't like.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, but yeah, we're talking Sim City, Sim, the Sims, Sim Tower, all Sim Ants.
I still feel good about it. I don't know. I don't think I could get into The Sims. There's people that are like crazy into it, like 100 generations of like, no.
Well, when I was in college, I knew a girl that bought every expansion for The Sims 3. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because those were expensive. Those were like $20 a pop, and they just like shot those out constantly. And I was just like, you're ridiculous. Whatever. How dare you enjoy something that much to pay that much money?
You definitely don't like things or like. How dare you?
All right.
CD's approach: don't like things.
So I'm gonna read off what we have left because we're down to the home stretch. We have Castlevania, Dark Souls, Destiny, Diablo, God of War, Mana series, Mario, Mega Man, Metal Gear Solid, Metroid, Pokemon, Tetris, and Zelda. And I heard that in your voice, Lucent. And you've got a reason for feeling that way. Because, you know what? I'm killing Destiny.
It's okay. It's a niche game, right?
I'll be honest. I enjoyed Destiny 1 a lot more than Destiny 2. And I haven't actually turned Destiny 2 on in about a month and a half. I just have no interest in playing it. Like, I really enjoyed Destiny 1 a lot better for some reason. I played all the raids constantly. Like, more than I ever probably should have. But I've played like 2 raids in Destiny 2. Like, I've literally...
Like, Destiny is the game, like, somehow, how did this happen? The game that I think I've played most out of any game in my life. And while I do love Destiny, I don't like what that says about me.
I think what CD is really saying is that Destiny peaked when it was called Marathon.
No, false. I would love to shield it, but I don't know. It's okay to let it, like, I love Destiny. It's okay.
If you want, just for
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it's already deleting itself right now every season.
I had a small love affair with Anthem. Let's just let it be what it was.
Oh no!
I didn't care that it was broken. I didn't care that it was broken. I went and had a good time, and I tricked people into playing with me. And in the time that I took off from, because I kind of played the shit out of Destiny like all the time. For the time that I was off playing Anthem, I didn't really realize like that season in Destiny, like people weren't really playing, blah blah blah. And when I came back, I was like, wow, I didn't miss out on anything. And then I was actually just talking to my sister about this today, that my sister's super casual experience in Destiny 2 made me be like, oh, you know what? Like, you don't have to play everything right away. You can go experience content later. Like, one thing that was burning me out was like this, like, stuff all the time. Like, just take your time, do whatever you want. And so, like, it kind of rebirthed my love, because it's like, okay, I'll do what I want. I won't feel like this weird compulsion to get everything done, because you can just do it later. And then in year 3, they totally went back on that. Now the entire game is do it now or die.
Yep.
It's like, okay, I guess I'll do it, but you asked me out here, so I don't know. Like, we can go back to a simpler time. Actually, we can't go back to any time. It's gone.
You hear us though, that when you talked about Anthem, both of us were silent because we can't say anything to you because we both played the shit out of Anthem.
We played a lot of Anthem.
Yeah,
I never played
a lot of Anthem.
After, so like I never played the new Stronghold, but like I felt 94.5% satisfied with my Anthem experience. I thought it was adorable.
like I enjoyed my time with it, but I was like, well, there's nothing to do anymore. I mean,
You know what? That's why I like it. Honestly, that's why I like it. Or games like Sacred. I don't know. Did you play Sacred 2 on Xbox 360? Or even, I don't know, something like Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom. Like, I don't know, weird little, like, you can be a little junkie on it for a short period of time, and then you run out of things to do, and you're okay with it. Like, why do you think I like Dynasty Warriors or 99 Nights or something like that?
What
like,
games?
Not, I don't know, they're gone. 99 Nights is still in there. Like, little, kind of like brainless monotony that you come home from work, you just chill, you have a nice time with friends, and then you're done with it. And I used to be like, oh, what'll be my summer game, quote unquote, where you play it for like, you have a little 3-month love affair and then you put it to bed. And I think, like, to me, that's what Anthem was. Like, I feel 100% satisfied, even though there was messed up things, and that's why the other percent was smaller. I feel like just totally satisfied with the little capsule that was Anthem for me.
yeah.
And, like, good job. Was that a dumpster fire potentially? I had a great time. Okay, and then I was done with it, and I didn't feel like I had to go back. Like, okay.
His Reddit was a dumpster fire.
I was modding the Reddit. I got asked to help out to mod that sub, like, kind of like maybe the month after it came out, or like within the first couple weeks. If I thought people were angry on Destiny the game, Anthem the game showed me a different side of the internet that my little innocent eyes had not yet seen.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, if it...
I know, I'm a total shill, because even though the game was incredibly broken, I had some of the worst problems ever. Like, I didn't even get to play the final boss because my character was stuck under the map. Whatever. That's fine. Guess what? The final boss was a stronghold. I played it later. Like, I forgive it.
I had the glitch where like I had like 100 health, but I really had 1 bar health. So if I got hit once, I died like immediately. And I was like, this is great.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, if it helps you to move on, we could also have CD add the game back onto the list, and you could delete it like it's a Reddit post.
No,
yep,
this is no effort. It's just off topic because this is babies that are still alive, and that one's gone.
We marked it as off topic and low effort, and have deleted Destiny from the list.
Destiny Reddit is now gone.
Oh no! What do I do with my time?
You could play one of these other games because there's only going to be one left at the end.
Now you can go moderate Anthem.
All right.
We saved it for next time.
All right, Chaerb, your turn to kill.
Let's get rid of Metal Gear Solid next.
But
I know.
No,
I
on
know.
Monday night, I spent the whole drive back from the airport singing things like Heaven's Divide and Snake Eater and
They played us like a damn fiddle.
No, like we lose many a meme. We have no more boxes with the little box noise for being spotted. Like we lose a lot, and I had a lot of fun. Like I have fond memories of growing up and kind of playing with friends. Where I mean, it wasn't obviously a co-op game, like that you'd sit in the same room and and kind of play through the Metal Gear Solid games.
Like, I remember going to my cousin's house when he had a PlayStation 1 and I didn't, and that just, like, blew me away seeing that game. And all of that was what it was.
But now it's dead, and it's gone, and no one shielded it.
That's an icon, too. But I guess not anymore.
Nope.
Not anymore. And now it's Lucent's turn. Lucent has been replaced by a balloon slowly deflating.
One of these things is not like the other. And I can't... No! I'm not doing it to myself. Okay. Dang it.
Do it. That is...
Okay, it's my... I put it on there. It's like my favorite. But of the things that are up there, it doesn't deserve to be up there. So now my name is no longer from Secret of Mana. It's not anymore. Now it's from Dota, which people thought it was anyway. Apparently there's some whatever spell power in Dota 2 maybe called LucentBeam 5. So now that's where my name is from. I think Secret of Mana is great. That's like wonderful. Some of the remakes of it, I don't know, did you try to play like the console remake with the 3D-ish graphics and the horrendous voice acting in English? It's not great. Taken 3, which they now has an English version. There's even a girl in it with my name, and there's so many great emotional stories from the characters. But it's fine. There's better RPGs.
There's a girl named LucentBeam in it?
Sure, in it. Which is my real me. But, I mean, not anymore. It can be gone. The game on... I'm having trouble remembering it because it's so terrible. I want to say it's called Dawn of Mana. It's the one with, like, Kendi. Anyways, that game was terrible. It was really, really bad because every mission, like, every new level you played, you started, like, from nothing and had to rebuild up, like, your powers. Whatever. Bye. Children of Mana was adorable, but, like, no one even really liked it, probably, other than me.
You can't get the Trials of Mana thing for the Switch.
No, I mean, it's okay. And there's really good music too, and it's so cute, but it doesn't belong there compared to everything else. Everything else up there is like more better.
More good words.
All right. Well, I'll
All right,
choose
CD.
Dang it! I felt like someone set me up for that, to have that be the last thing that didn't fit on that list, and he just made me do a cell phone, and now I'm really sad, and I'm gonna be a brat.
Do you want to shield it?
No, that's very stupid and a waste of my one shield.
Well, hopefully you still have some left over, chili dog of sadness.
All right. So I'm killing Mega Man.
Aw.
Mega Man's dead.
We are friends.
Like Capcom killed Mega Man already.
Okay.
Oh wow, that is harsh.
At least anyone watching this before it gets deleted from our minds, please go watch the we may locate the energy signature. When we find the energy signature, we'll find Dr. Wowie. Okay. Another thing that gets said in that cutscene is, "That's a good question," and I will just say that to people, and they obviously don't know what I'm saying. Like, what is wrong with you? That's a good question. Okay, that's some of the worst voice acting in any game ever. And Elikman has a really good level music soundtrack.
I guess the good thing about it being gone is that we don't have to remember. I think it was the end of Mega Man 7. Where he gets to the end and kills Wily, and Wily's like, "But you're the good guy, so I get to go now." And he's like, "No, you're gonna die. This is it." And then like a building explodes and saves him because Mega Man was gonna do it.
You know what makes me sad? The Mega Man game that was like you got to make your own levels, that was shown once, and then they canceled it. Like it was shown like it won like E3, and then they immediately canceled it when they like fired all their people. At least that means we also Hopefully this also kills off Mighty Number 9.
Maybe it's all that's left.
You know what else it kills? Actually, this already killed itself. Red Ash. You know what that was, right? That was...
It sounds very familiar.
That was when when he was making Mighty Number 9, he said, "Oh, I'm putting up another Kickstarter for a Mega Man Legends spiritual successor called Red Ash," and it didn't get funded at all. It didn't even come close. Because it was the time he was like, "Yes, we're having Mighty Number 9 come out, and we're also in talks to have an anime for it, and we're making a movie." And then it's like, and we're having toys made of it. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Are you doing all this? And it's like, and now we're going to make Red Ash. And this is what was bad. The stretch goals was like, if we get this much money, you get parts 1, 2, and 3 of the story. If you get stretch goal 2, you get parts 4 and 5 of the story.
That's embarrassing.
And then they showed how much of the game it was. And it was literally like, if you got those 2 parts unlocked, you basically unlocked of the map, a third of the map. And he wanted $800,000 for it altogether.
Oh my god.
It didn't even it got to like 300,000. All right. There's my diatribe.
That's it. It's gone. Goodbye, Mega Man.
All right, Chaerb.
All right. Let's say goodbye to Dark Souls.
Nope. Shield.
All right. That was a short one.
You're not killing Dark Souls.
Not until next time.
Oh, if you do it, then I'm going to kill off something. I'm going to kill off a couple of things.
You don't get multiples. You don't get multiples.
I get multiple rounds.
As you all.
Because you know what? Because you know what the thing is.
You
know what the thing is here. I've noticed somehow Chaerb has gotten most of his picks still on the list.
No, okay. Then most of his picks were some of the most popular and influential series of all time. So he has great taste.
Whatever. He just follows the trends of everybody else. He's a sheep.
Is it so you it got shielded, so you are
done? I'm done. It is now Lucent's turn.
Well, in that case,
I'll remind you that Dark Souls is on the board.
Shut up.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Dark Souls has more depth. Dark Souls overall has more of like community building. You know, someone can warn you of like a bad thing. I don't know, God of War, it's like fine.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, of the things on there, I think it's the least big deal. And
I was honestly thinking that too.
If you're trying to say like the most replayability, what are you gonna do? Turn the difficulty up, and like, I don't know, swing a little axe.
Probably the thing that changed about it, I'm not sure if either of you played the most recent one, but the kind of move into it having a more kind of almost traditional action role-playing element instead of the kind of role-playing light of the first 3, I thought added a lot to its potential replayability. Like I played all of them. Like I enjoyed them for what they were, but really kind of liked the kind of depth of play that came with the most recent version. And some of the nuance that kind of came with the characters for what is a blood murder splatterfest. But it's gone now. I will not shield it.
I played it about an hour of it, then I quit. I was just
because you knew you could go into the with your own axe.
Yeah, I could go in my woods and cut down stuff.
Make your own fort. Find your own child to hang around with.
Yeah, I just find a child, walk down the street with him. Come here, boy. You're mine now.
It's a real yikes going on. All right. Goodbye.
All right, so this is what we have left, everybody. We have Castlevania, Dark Souls, Diablo, Mario, Metroid, Pokemon, Tetris, and Zelda. This is actually hard.
Yeah, you could get rid of Dark Souls. It's right there, though.
Shut up. I'm actually gonna get rid of Pokemon.
Shield.
All right.
Fantastic. All right. God, there's so many options on here of games that I don't want to play. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of Dark Souls.
I hate you so much.
Off the list, it is the game I've had the least interest in. I mean, part of it is both the power and the folly of their kind of marketing, which is like the main attraction is it's just super hard. You know, you're gonna die, and like I never really got into that being its main thing.
It's not that hard.
Has spent so many, I don't know if it's hours, probably hours, saying it's not that hard. Like he's like some sort of a drug dealer in an alley saying like you just need a little bit of Dark Souls and you'll do it. And this podcast is not going to help. I imagine that will be the thing that he will be messaging me with as soon as we are done.
I will say though, sometimes I am into like that kind of masochistic kind of thing. Like I 100%ed Cuphead for that. Like, and I don't
like things that intentionally make you mad. I haven't played any of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, any of that stuff.
Dark Souls.
Like, why would I want to get frustrated?
Dark Souls never made me feel mad though. I felt like no, there's only one game that's really, two games that made me mad. I got mad once, and then I got the game that made me the most mad ever is Mod Nation Racers. I actually took my controller and went, God damn it, and threw it straight into my apartment's wall and broke it.
All right. Mod Nation Race. That game wasn't even good, so I don't.
Hey,
emotional investment in that.
I was one of the top creators because I made a Little Wayne that everybody downloaded.
Say Wayne. Oh.
I made a Little Wayne you could drive around as, and everybody downloaded him.
A little Wayne.
It was
but you can't. You should get rid of someone else to Dark Souls because this is. That is one of the best franchises that have come out, and like I said, it's not really hard. You learn every time you die, and you can make things easier on yourself by doing certain things. Like if you just want to shoot people with bows, you can do that and just be a dick.
The things on the list though, that has like the smallest scope of audience compared to everything else that's left, I think.
Really?
I'm not going to get rid of the rest of them, which is my list.
I know which one that has a less following on it, and there's a reason that hasn't been a game in a while for it.
All right,
LucentBeam.
Lucent.
I hate you, Chaerb.
Why do you hate Lucent?
Did you say you hate?
Yeah, that seems uncalled for you to have that much hatred.
I hate Chaerb. Go.
Okay, that's fine then. So it's hard. I guess Tetris. If we're talking about a game franchise, this is a very, limited set of gameplay games, with just little some blocks. We got some cute music sometimes. We have some competitive. You play against other people.
Well,
it's okay.
Pokemon and Zelda are on the same line now because I don't know how to do next line on Discord.
Shift enter.
Too late. Pokemon Zelda.
Well, in that case, Tetris is gone. I think that, it's okay.
Tetris is like, you can play it forever.
Anymore?
That
to be a franchise? Nah.
I want to kill something to spite you, but I'm not going to do it. Because
due to your editing, we now have Pokemon Zelda, though, which I think is an interesting way to approach it.
I'm killing Metroid. Yeah, how do you like that? Is that gut punch?
Yeah, I guess it's getting dead. Tell us why.
I honestly don't find it fun. after it went to 3 dimensions, I definitely didn't find it fun. I couldn't get through Prime. You know what the most boring thing ever was? Sitting, when I was in college, my friend brought his GameCube with him. He's like, I'm going to play, on the living room TV, he's like, I'm going to play Metroid Prime. And you know what it was? Scanning everything. I'm going to scan this wall.
That's true.
I'm going to scan this monster. I'm going to scan this vent. I'm going to scan every damn thing. And I'm like, are we really just going to sit here and read this?
What do you have against reading and literacy?
I'm reading Disco Elysium.
That's not even on the list.
Right.
We can't talk about it. The
Metroid's best parts were, or like, when it
other
got even
M.
more wonderful, are
It was not-
Metroidvanias. So, you know, if your most beloved ones are just really a remix of a different game series, you're not really standing on your own feet. So.
Well, the thing is Metroid was first.
It was first.
Yeah, but
Like,
the gameplay style was different, right? There's a reason why people then called them the Metroidvanias, right?
Well, it came up when
That
Symphony of the Night for the PlayStation
Yeah,
kind of went in the same direction.
and that's why Chaerb likes it too.
Yes. So no, I have, like, it is one of my favorites. I am not going to shield it. Even though I know the real reason CD is doing it because he's angry, and he has to let out his feelings.
No, look at the rest of the list. Metroid wasn't going to beat those. Wasn't going to beat them.
I let it live because I knew if I killed something you loved that early, I knew Dark Souls was going to go away that early.
Yep.
And
No, we're playing. There's a meta game that's being played here between CD and I. But that's where it is.
Mommy and Daddy fighting?
To be clear, it's Daddy and Daddy.
Hey, fighting?
That is how CD and I roll. It is.
We're
all
fine
due
with
love
it.
affair.
Not that there's
And that's
anything
us.
wrong with that.
No, I just want to make sure we are daddies here. And I'm cool with Lucent saying that Daddy and Daddy are fighting, because we are.
All right, Chaerb. Silence.
It's hard. This is a hard one.
I know it is.
It's very hard.
For the people at home, we've got Castlevania, Diablo, Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda.
Nintendo is making out like a bandit.
they are good at first party games.
And Konami.
And Konami has a game. I think I am going to get rid of. We'll get rid of Mario.
Oh.
Yep.
Are you serious?
I am serious. We're gonna get rid of Mario. Like, it has got a lot of games. Mario is in everything, so I am realizing the amount of Olympic games that I've just killed, which were already half absent because Sonic has already been killed. He's just sitting there being lonely, being like, it's not much of an Olympic Games with just me.
You've killed some of the best games ever.
It's a me, a lonely. There's no one else to play these Olympic games.
You killed Super Mario Brothers 3.
I did kill Super Mario 3.
RPGs, sports party games. I kill him.
I'm looking at one left, and I'm seeing what you guys get to kill next. So
Nothing can ever hurt as bad as killing off Mario. That should have made it to the end. It literally is every genre, except for the ones it's not. So some genres.
It's not a Metroidvania.
It's not. You got rid of my Metroids. I'm getting rid of everyone's favorite. No. Like, as I look through the games that are available, it's not kill your enemies. This is kill your babies.
I feel nauseous. Like, that hurt me. That hurt me.
Well, we can turn it over to LucentBeam, who can now kill Pokemon.
Never. Okay. Diablo. Kind of has of all the games on there, has the smallest scope, Loot is very fun. In fact, I think it's wonderful that Diablo made it to the end because, I mean, what is Destiny and Borderlands? They're just Diablo. They're just Diablo. That's all they are.
Diablo actually knows,
What
like,
is
hey,
sacred?
let's let people be
Diablo.
powerful. We don't care.
I like Diablo.
Yeah.
I think it could be potentially endless gameplay forever, and it scratches that little, accomplishment by actually accomplishing nothing itch that games do so well. Like here's 1,000 items. One of them is useless. Can you find it in this pile? And it sucks, actually. Just kidding. That's okay.
I can't.
I do.
I can't count how many hours I put into Diablo 2. Like, that was my game for like years. Like, ridiculous amount of time I put into it.
Yeah, no, it is the hours that I put into the kind of second Diablo and even the third after the kind of Reaper of Souls updates and the addition of seasons and move through the kind of almost second nature it becomes, and as Corey kind of alluded to, the ability to feel actually powerful too. As we were testing out the audio for this, we did some of it by loading up Diablo 3 and kind of running it through Twitch just to see like how bandwidth was working, and being able to like load up the game and just say, hey, yeah, this is my Crusader with Lightning who like I can just go through this Torment 16 dungeon and just crush everything because I've put the time and effort into making a build that lets that happen. But now it's gone.
Well, and Diablo is also like very similar to Dynasty Warriors. Like,
it's not
the monotonous. Yeah, no, in terms of like the monotonous. Remember I said all this list of things. The monotonous kill everything, but it feels good, and it's like you could make a broken build, and it's like everything's dead, but it felt so good. But it's okay.
Lucent.
All right.
There's one of these things are not like the other.
They're all the same. They all have value.
One of these things should be dead.
I shouldn't.
Yes.
Honestly, I think all three of these are mine at this point. These were all on my list, I think, so I'm good. I'm good. Something beloved will survive.
But CD has to make a choice.
What, it's my turn to kill? Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Here's though. Again, beautiful music.
I enjoyed
Got
it.
Tears.
But I went like on a marathon of playing them on the 3DS ones on like back to back to back, and then I was like, I hate these games now.
Dawn of Sorrow, weirdly. Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow are weirdly my favorite. I had like a pretty strong love affair with like the regular DS ones and then the Game Boy Advance ones.
I had the awful N64 one. I can't remember what its name was anymore.
It's so bad.
It was so bad.
It was very, very bad.
The camera angles sometimes would be like, this is impossible.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I played it. Funny enough, I played a bunch of Castlevanias. I've even played the 3D ones, the Lord of Shadows. I played a bunch on the 3DS. I even played like the NES ones a couple times. Haven't played Symphony of the Night. Funny enough.
How does that even happen?
I know, I played all these other ones, but not Symphony of the Night. I even got Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
It's come out 4,000 times.
Oh, I know.
Like everything you could ever imagine.
Well, if it comes out on the Switch, I'll buy it.
it might already be there.
It really might be.
Like, guess what, everyone?
We're down to our last two. It's Pokemon or Zelda. So Chaerb gets to make the Chaerb gets to decide the final kill.
All because he said 8.
Yep. Goodbye, Pokemon.
But it's okay.
Is it going to be okay?
No.
Do you still have a little bit of chili dog left?
But the evolution evolution of the Pokemon, the train entertaining and be a part of the phenomenon. Be a Pokemaster icon. Team
In the end,
You know, the
there
thing
was only
is,
one that could be the very best.
I was gonna kill that off like really early.
Pokemon?
Like,
Pokemon?
yeah,
No,
like
I had in college. I had a Pokemon themed bathroom. I had a Pokemon shower curtain, toilet seat, soap dispenser, towels, washcloths, everything you can imagine. A wall scroll.
like after the first one, it just like I can't keep up with this. I had 151 Pokemon. I went and caught all those when I was a kid. The next generation came out. I'm like, I can't keep up.
So, you know what? I didn't ever really keep up. I have such a weird relationship with Pokemon because I have so much Pokemon crap, like a collection of Poke dolls and, well, all that bathroom stuff. But really, I didn't even play the original Pokemon Red and Blue on Game Boy Advance. We definitely had it downloaded on an emulator, and we played it on a ROM. And if you opened 2 instances of it, you could trade with each other, but the trade, like, really messed it up. So it would be, like, super deformed, weird health bar. And when we first created our character, like we didn't have the controls right. So the name of our character was the male symbol, and then the MN, and then the PK. So like a joke between me and my sisters is male Monpoke. That was our first character on Pokemon Red on the emulator. But then I didn't even actually really play one until Pokemon Snap. And Mew makes such a cute noise when you hit him with an apple. He goes, "Oh,
I thought it was.
that's really cute."
I thought Pokemon Snap was fun because you could just bash him in the head with apples.
No.
Like all of the Pokemon, you could hit Pokemon in the face.
Oh my! My biggest love of Pokemon was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and then just like I was done after that.
I played.
Except I'm very excited to play the new one.
I played Sun, and I've played Blue, and I played Let's Go Pikachu because it was basically blue.
I have the new one. I plan on playing it, except not anymore because it's gone. That's okay. The final one. First of all, it's rigged. It's rigged because look at your Discord. Yeah.
Like this is not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. When I put this list together, I was like, I know what's gonna win.
How can it not win? It has combat, puzzle solving, some story depending on which game you're playing. Some of the stories are really lame, but like some of them are pretty not lame.
So for people that don't know, right now the winner was Legend of Zelda. So everybody clap.
It's a good winner. Honestly, it's a deserving winner.
Like, there was the only way I saw it dying was if it was Spite Kill from me.
Your Discord avatar is Link.
I know.
Are you a cool child?
That was the only way I saw it being killed off.
I
But
Spite kill to make my own self unhappy.
like,
No, it's that he went for Metroid because he knew that there was 2 on there that I might possibly shield, and those were the 2.
yes, exactly. And I knew, and I was like, I knew. This is what I knew. If we got down to Castlevania and Zelda was gonna win this because we all 3 picked Zelda. I'll let that be known. We all 3 listed that for our list, and I was like, he will not dare to shield Castlevania for this next run. Because even if you did, like, LucentBeam was going to kill this off.
Oh, because I wouldn't.
Like, if he was...
Longer than I love Castlevania too, though. I think all 3 of those were on my list. That's okay.
Like, I didn't put... Like, I put Castlevania on there. Like, I didn't think of it as, like, it's going to make it to the end. I'm very surprised it made it as far as it did. But, I mean, it is a good franchise. But, like I said, Legend of Zelda, like, I've played every single one of those. Even though I hate Skyward Sword to, like, infinity. Like, I hate it so much. but I played all of them. I even played the crappy the DS ones, Spirit Tracks, and what was the other one called?
I didn't play the DS ones. That's not Phantom Hourglass, is it?
Yeah, it is Phantom Hourglass. Like you had to move Link around with the stylus, which was awful. I'm like, no, this is a Zelda game. I'm gonna play this, and it's gonna be done. And I won't lie, Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games. I like 100% Breath of the Wild. Like I sat and went through every shrine, got every quest.
Did you get
completed.
all the Korok seeds?
No, I did not do that.
Because I mean, you like Dark Souls. So.
All you get at the end is a golden turd for collecting all of them. That is true. That's what you get.
That is literally what you get.
One of
Spoiler
my
alert.
One of my Christmas presents was a fleece blanket with a map of Hyrule on it. So I thought that was like pretty cool.
There you go.
Very. I get to keep my Christmas present because it didn't get deleted.
It didn't get deleted. The only thing that got deleted was Hyrule Warriors. But we got to keep Wand of Gamelon. Everybody.
Some Dodongos.
And you can play it forever.
Is there any reason, Chaerb, you want to say why you kept it before over Castlevania?
Yeah, like when I think of the games that they had, there's the obvious Wand of Gamelon and the other CDI stuff that's like just awful. But it's hard to find something in the Zelda series that like I didn't get some amount of joy out of it. Like, Spirit Tracks wasn't the best, but I played a lot worse.
Yeah.
Right. And if your low point is stuff that's still high quality, really playable, has like the production values that you're gonna get from a Nintendo game, it's there. Plus, it was what I wanted to win, and I rigged the whole game so that I could win, because that was actually the goal of the game, I believe. Was for one of us to win by having their favorite be the one at the end.
If we all had it on there, then we're all winners. Wow.
I still can't believe you killed Mario before Castlevania.
Yeah, I did that so that Zelda could live.
If it did get down to Mario or Zelda, that would have been difficult. If it would have got, I'm gonna be honest, if it got down to Dark Souls and Zelda, I would have killed Zelda.
What? No.
He would have.
I would have.
Well, that's just some baseball caca.
I don't. No. Here's the thing.
That is a little bit of a Kirby Scribbly Scramble if I've ever heard one.
Here's the thing. It's not. I don't care if you guys don't want to play that game forever. That means I get to play Dark Souls forever. Even if you don't. That means you get.
I'll just retire from games.
That means you. That means you guys don't have games to play. It means I've got 3 and Demon Souls and Bloodborne.
I like the fact that CD doesn't seem to understand that he doesn't get more games if we don't play the game. Like, he doesn't actually get more content or more game if LucentBeam and I don't also play it.
No, I'm just saying.
To me, his impression is good. You're not playing it. That's more Dark Souls for me.
I'm just saying. Zelda were like, oh, we won. That's good. We all 3 get a game we get to play and like and enjoy.
It's not all 3. It's everybody in the whole world.
Exactly. But I'm saying, I'm selfish. And if it came down to it, and it was like, CD, you could have Dark Souls. I'm like, well, you know what? My little community's going to survive. Goodbye, Zelda. And goodbye all the people that like playing Zelda.
But in the end, I win, which is, I think, what we've all agreed to. Zelda goes into the Hall of Fame.
That's right. So since
yeah,
no, I was going to say Zelda is the first game in our Hall of Fame, which means when we do this list next time in a month or so, Zelda will not be on this list. It cannot be it can't win again. But some of the games that got eliminated early, they will not be back. Because they were not good.
Because they were not good.
Last of Us, you're not coming back.
I'm gonna just keep putting it on the list every time.
So I can kill it every time.
It's a way for me to win by knowing I'll just seed my list with the game I want to win and a bunch of things that I know CD just hates with a passion. I'm going to find what games Tom Holland has done voice acting for. You're gonna be like, I don't know why you want the 50 Cent game in there.
I really like. Actually, you know what? We could have put 50 Cent on there because that game that had 2 games in the series, so we could have put 50 Cent Blood on the sand in there because there was another one.
So long as it has a voice cameo from Tom Holland, I think I'll put it on there.
I'll put Spider-Man on next time so I can kill it. I know the new one for the PS4 is supposed to be great. I will kill it just because Tom Holland is associated with Spider-Man. Sorry.
All right. Well, that's our list for the first run through of our Kill Your Babies.
That's right. So everybody, Zelda's won. We'll be back with a list this time again in a month. Hopefully, LucentBeam will join us again. Thank you, Lucent, for joining us to do this list.
I'm always willing to kill babies.
Yeah, you are.
Quote number 2 for LucentBeam 2020. I'm always willing to kill some babies. LucentBeam 2020. No, it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you joining us, Lucent. I thought that it was fun to go through the list, and I mean a lot of these are really good games to go through. So I mean it's a challenge to do that, but I think it was fun to do it amongst friends.
Yeah.
And the best one, if something crappy ended up winning, I would have been a salty baby. But I mean you can't go wrong with Legends. It has Majora's Mask, so I'm happy.
And we all can live, even though Kirby didn't. Scribbly Scrambles does. So Legend of Zelda Scribbly Scrambles coming to a Nintendo Switch near you 2021.
You know what? Nintendo's gonna steal my ideas.
and before we go, I will say this ran a lot longer than our little segments we usually run. This is almost 2 hours.
That's okay. If they play it on 2 times speed, now it's only 1 hour.
That's true. So usually
you could split it into seasons, and after they listen to the first one, they can.
Uh-oh. You there? Nope. You cut out.
Oh, I'm here. I cut out, and that's unfortunate.
So now we'll never know what they could have done. After they listen to the first one, they can.
Yeah, it actually...
Find out next time.
It was very appropriate. I was going to say, we'll split it into seasons, and after they download the one, they can delete it.
No! Rewind, delete.
Yeah, if you got this far, try getting your view back. You've gotten this far, you can't have it now. So, this one ran a little bit long, everybody. It was, like I said, about 2 hours, almost exactly on the dot. Our next episode is actually going to be a versus episode with Chaerb and me playing against one another in Tricky Towers. LucentBeam, do you have Tricky Towers?
I don't even know what it is.
It's a Tetris clone, but with physics, and it pisses you off.
There's no Tetris anymore. No Tetris. Have to cancel that plan.
Nope.
So Tricky Towers is going to be a Tetris PvP, except that it has puzzle challenges and race challenges. I forget what the third one is now.
Survival,
yeah. Where you get 3 lives, and if you drop pieces, you lose a life. So luckily that'll be on the same screen, so hopefully it'll be fairly easy for folks to follow as well. Yeah,
and that'll be up next week, so look forward for that. But so that's the end of this episode. Thank you again for Chaerb and LucentBeam being here. If you guys have any parting words, go for it.
Hey, Zelda.
I'm glad that I won.
Dark Souls. Eventually, Dark Souls will have to win one of these if we keep doing them long enough.
No, it won't.
Oh, I hate you. But okay, everybody. Thank everybody for listening, and have a good weekend.